When we look at the Colosseum today, we see a skeleton of dry, crumbling rock. It's the perfect illustration of stone bias, our tendency to assume that because an ancient creation is made of simple materials, the people who built it must have been simple too. But 2,000 years ago, the Romans would seal this arena floor and flood the center of the city to stage naumachiae, naval battles where full-scale wooden warships engaged in live-action combat inside the stadium. Floating even one of these galleys requires a massive volume of water. To host an entire fleet, Roman engineers had to calculate the displacement and weight of an artificial ocean. This presents a series of massive technical hurdles. How do you rapidly fill a porous stone structure without the water pressure crushing the foundation? And how do you drain it fast enough to host a dry land battle the very next morning? The Colosseum isn't just a piece of architecture. To understand how these naval battles were possible, we have to analyze the building as a highly sophisticated hydraulic machine. The process began with the sourcing network. The Colosseum was integrated into the massive aqueduct system, moving millions of gallons of water through the power of gravity alone. This relied on the aqueduct gradient. Engineers maintained a drop of exactly 1 inch for every 100 yards over dozens of miles. That precise slope compounded. When it reached the stadium, water stacking up behind closed valves generated immense hydrostatic pressure. That energy was channeled into a series of lead pipes and bronze valves, using the built-up pressure to force the water straight up through the arena floor. The Romans replaced the need for modern electric pumps with a gravity-fed delivery system that operated entirely on atmospheric physics. Once the arena was full, the building had to hold the load. Standard mortar would eventually crack under the outward force of millions of gallons of water. To prevent a structural failure, the Romans used a specific concrete formula containing pozzolanic volcanic ash and lime clasts, small unmixed chunks of calcium. When the weight of the water inevitably forced its way into a hairline crack in the foundation, it triggered a chemical reaction known as hot mixing. The incoming water caused the lime clasts to recrystallize, physically growing to bridge and plug the gap automatically. The Colosseum didn't just resist the water, it used the water to trigger a chemical repair, turning a potential structural failure into a reinforced seal. Then there was the purge. The artificial ocean had to vanish overnight so the next day's schedule could remain on track. Engineers moved to the subterranean levels hidden beneath the arena, manually opening massive sluice gates to release the containment pressure. The water was dumped into the Cloaca Maxima, Rome's ancient, continuously flowing sewer system that still runs beneath the city today. The connection used a sophisticated water trap, acting like the U-bend in a modern sink. This allowed high-speed drainage while preventing toxic sewer gases from backing up into the stadium seats. The entire stadium functioned like a giant flush mechanism, integrated into an urban sanitation grid that rivals modern municipal engineering. Sourcing, containing, and purging an artificial ocean for public entertainment reveals a mastery of fluid dynamics we associate with the industrial age. This creates a biological paradox. For 200,000 years, humans have possessed the same brain capacity we have today, yet we often view the past as a long stretch of technical inactivity. The sophisticated hydraulic system of the Colosseum suggests that technical performance can reach immense heights, disappear for centuries, and leave only stone ruins behind. If Roman engineers built self-healing, pressurized stadiums for public games, what other technical achievements are hidden in the ruins of the past? To join us as we investigate the lost data of human history, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for our next report.